Hello and welcome to Select 10. In this video, we will highlight the new Netflix series, released in July and August 2023. These are new Netflix fantasy, comedy, and action thriller shows that you should add to your list of shows to watch. Now let's start the video. Number 10. The Chosen One. It is a fantasy mystery series, directed by Everardo Gout. The story is about Jody, a young boy who unexpectedly discovers that he possesses supernatural abilities similar to those of Jesus. To his amazement, he possesses the ability to convert liquid into wine, cause paralyzed people to get up and walk, and even revive dead people. Fortunately, everything changes when the community's authorities try to convince him to utilize his abilities to save humanity. However, Jody only desires to win over the girl he adores and face his enemies. But as the plot develops, Jody fights and ultimately accepts his fate, causing everything to be turned upside down when he learns the whole truth about who he is. The show has a creative premise, standout performances, and gloomy context, while certain themes were oversimplified. However, the series' appeal ultimately depends on individual taste, so if you're looking for a suspenseful and thrilling show that blends aspects of drama, mystery, and supernatural themes, this will do the trick. Number 9. A Perfect Story. It is a romantic miniseries created by Cesar Benitez. The plot centers on Margot, who runs away from her own marriage and begins to grow disoriented. She is the successor of a hotel dynasty, whereas on the other side, David must work multiple jobs in order to make enough to survive. David and Margot are from different backgrounds, but as the two of their paths cross, they try to help one another gain back the affection of their respective partners, but things get challenging after they learn how well they match one another. The story tackles themes like love, friendship, challenges, and familial bonds, but as the story goes on, it also examines a situation where two people are friends with benefits, and the ending is fairly predictable. People who enjoy romantic comedies will never get tired of this series. Nevertheless, it doesn't live up to its name, isn't ideal, and most definitely isn't for everyone. But for fans of the romance genre, the plot may be fairly amusing thanks to its two attractive main characters and their chemistry, which makes the show quite entertaining. Number 8. My Dad the Bounty Hunter. It is a sci-fi adventure series created by Everett Downing Jr. and Patrick Harpin. Before we discuss Season 2, here is a quick, spoiler-free review of Season 1. The series centers on the adventures of Maudie, a young girl, and her father, Terry, who is a bounty hunter. Together, they go out on bold expeditions to track down cosmic villains. Season 2 begins with Lisa struggling to keep her focus at school after viewing the expanse of the world, while Terry quits up bounty hunting but is captured by the bounty hunter, prompting Terry's wife Tess to embark on an extensive journey to locate and save her husband. The main plot of Season 2 involves a variety of themes, including friendships, family matters, power within the Empire, and rescuing the planet. The second season intensifies the breathtaking space battle scenes and includes a touching family reunion drama at its core. The series is enjoyable if you like animated sci-fi action and are looking for a fun spin on the bounty hunter theme. Number 7. Behind Your Touch. It is a supernatural mystery series directed by Kim Seok-yoon and Choi Bo-yoon. The show centers around Yi Bun, a medical professional with psychic skills who can read people's and animals' memories by rubbing their behinds, and Inspector Moon Jang-yeol, a police officer who has been banished to a small village because of his violent attitude. Together, the two characters work to solve crimes in the community, forming an odd friendship. There have only been 4 episodes released so far, but I've found them to be fairly enjoyable. The remaining episodes are set to air each week on Netflix. The series has so far featured entertaining characters and nice humor, combining aspects of mystery, irony, and magical abilities against a small-town backdrop. Additionally, viewers who are used to watching Korean shows may find this one disappointing. However, if you are new to Korean content, then you will like it more. In conclusion, the show is set to be enjoyable and has an innovative storyline that will satisfy the majority of fans who are looking for good entertainment. Number 6. Who is Aaron Carter? It is a crime mystery thriller series created by Lauren Schmidt-Hisrich. The narrative focuses on teacher and mother Aaron Carter, who was living a peaceful lifestyle in Spain until a grocery store theft exposed her dark and brutal history. In the aftermath, Erin is now forced to fight to hide who she really is, as she attempts to stay out of the spotlight while being questioned by the authorities for her acts of bravery, but finds that it is increasingly difficult as more dangerous adversaries approach her as a consequence of her deadly fighting methods, which raise concerns for which she is not equipped to provide a satisfactory answer. The show employs an old-fashioned thriller mystery method with some fantastic action that starts to play out right from the first episode. The plot has all the elements of an attractive classic action story and is made with great production quality. It is a typical story of redemption presented with a few unique touches that surprisingly delivers and makes for a fun watch. Number 5. Painkiller. It is a limited drama series created by Mika Fitzerman-Blue. This show tells the tale of how the drug crisis in America was sparked by the well-known painkiller, OxyContin. It's centered on businessman Richard Sackler, who used all methods necessary to market a product and gain millions of dollars. Meanwhile, investigator Edie Flowers tries to track down the painkiller's perpetrator, while an OxyContin sales representative makes a fortune by persuading doctors to purchase a medicine they are unfamiliar with. People from all walks of life are given it by these doctors who had no idea about it. Each episode starts off strong by showcasing real people who have lost a loved one to OxyContin. It is the tale of family torn apart by drugs and an obsession with heritage. The show evaluates blame and how the authorities' institutions allowed Purdue and Oxy to fester for so long with no oversight. The painkiller encompasses a wide range of topics, but with so many viewpoints, the topic becomes disorganized and loses its edge. In simple terms, the show tries to illustrate the causes and impacts of the drug crisis by following its offenders, victims, and a detective looking for what really happened. Number 4. Masked Girl. It is a 2023 mystery thriller series directed by Kim Yong-hoon. The narrative centers on an office worker named Kim Mo-mi who has always wished to be a famous celebrity but has been stopped from doing so due to the way she looks. Later, feeling self-conscious about her appearance, she makes the decision to work as a hidden online celebrity at night to gain the fame and money she desires. But her new obsession quickly turns into an absolute nightmare, bringing her down a difficult path that includes murder, punishment, and revenge. The show starts out as a grimly humorous social satire, develops into a tale of vengeance, and ultimately becomes dramatic mayhem in its closing episodes. Additionally, the plot is neither a standard murder riddle nor typical vengeance, which is what makes the series so thrilling. The show features a wide range of topics and genres, including horror, humor, social commentary, and dark comedy. It also contains many twists and turns that keep the audience on their toes the entire time. It is not a regular Korean show about a love triangle or comedy, it is a very striking one and a must-see. Number 3. Guns and Gulabs. It is a 2023 crime thriller series directed by Raj and DK. This story is set in the violent and crime-ridden environment of the 1990s and tells the story of an honest cop who becomes frustrated with his boring life and decides to make some additional cash and rise in his career. However, things do not go as planned and he is forced to engage with strange lawbreakers and finds himself tangled between two opposing groups competing for an attractive deal from the narcotics cartel that demands providing a sizable amount of drugs within a month. The mystery surrounding the deal is eventually unraveled as local gangs work to maximize the illegal creation of drugs for the purpose of satisfying a client. The series offers a few unexpected events, but this has little influence because the story's main goal seems to be to provide a fun experience, which kind of restricts the intense drama that the story demands. Although there's good entertainment and the funny characters are fantastic, the plot advancements are missing. The show successfully blends the wistful romantic stories of the 1990s with crime and sufficient action to keep things interesting all the time. Number 2. Ragnarok. If you haven't watched this one yet, you're really missing out on one of the best Netflix offerings ever. On August 24th, the third and last season of the show was released, and it had a bizarre conclusion. The show's major themes center on Norse mythology and gods, and viewers get to experience a contemporary interpretation of popular Norse gods like Thor, Loki, Odin, giants, and many others. The story takes place in a small village in Norway that is suffering from a changing climate, and its inhabitants are clueless about the presence of ancient Norse gods there. The series chronicles Magnus' journey as he learns his connection to Norse mythology and the approaching war among giants and gods. The show's creative fusion of Norse mythology and modern storytelling is elegantly complemented by its magnificent scenic location, great performances. While you might not agree with how some narrative points were handled, Ragnarok contains a lot of excellent aspects, including a fresh viewpoint on folklore, ancient stories, and supernatural bits. Magna's war against the giants reaches its conclusion in Season 3, which is thrilling, but rushed, and could have been much better. Season 3 wasn't the most satisfying or strongest compared to the previous two, but Ragnarok as a series is worth seeing owing to its creative topic. Number 1. Missing? The Other Side. It is a fantasy thriller series, directed by Min Yeon Hong. If you think Korean shows are only about romance and humor, you're mistaken. Some of the best Korean science fiction and fantasy shows feature plots you've never heard of. This fantasy series' second season ended on January 31, 2023. Likewise, for those who are new to this show, the story is set in an enigmatic village where ghosts exist. The story follows Kim Wook, who defrauds people to steal their cash, but after an incident with a few nasty guys, he is summoned to Doin Village, where deceased people roam. What's intriguing is that Kim Wook can see these villagers even though they are invisible to the outer world, and he ends up working with them to figure out the secret of the corpses of vanished people and the haunting spirits. In Season 2, Wook is once again drawn into the mysterious new mystery, which begins by the arrival of a young man whose presence sets off an array of incidents that change his life in ways he never expected. The second season skillfully builds on the groundwork established by the first, paying tribute to the elements that have led to the show's enormous success. The story's beauty lies in its outstanding narrative, which keeps viewers hooked throughout, with its horrific scenes and spine-tingling tension. The length of the episodes in the second season is one of its minor flaws and may at first appear challenging, but it pays off thanks to its crazy climax. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.